Hello, today I'm gonna show you how to make a blueprint that allow you to pick a sword or any sort of weapon you wanna use. You see here, we press our key E and we equip our sword. So let's open our content drawer and go to our third person blueprints, BP third person. What we wanna do here, add the sword so the player can carry it. So we go to our skeleton match asset and we go to our skeleton and we go to our hand here. Okay, what we're gonna do here, add a socket. Let's rename it to sword. And what we're gonna do here, add a preview asset so we can see how the sword will look at it. So we're gonna use this as dagger scabbard. You can download it from Quixel Bridge. So let's resize it. First we're gonna it like here, and then let's get it here and here. Okay. And finally, we get it from here. Need to resize it. We will do some measurements here. Let's So it looks good on our player. Maybe we need okay, it looked good. So what we're gonna do now is go back to our third person character and we wanna add a static mesh. Name it sword. And what we're gonna do is give it a node here. So we're gonna go back here to our event graph. So we compile here and let's create our sword blueprint. So what we're gonna do is create a new blueprint class. So we add a new folder and we name it blueprints. Add the new blueprint class, actor, and BP underscore sword. So let's open our blueprints and we attach it here. So we add a static mesh and we name it here sword. Let's give it our sword here. Okay, let's place it here and it looks good here. So what we're gonna do is do overlapping. So we create a box, or let's do a collision sphere. Yep, sphere collision. Let's scale this up. Okay, and now we do on component begin overlap, and we do on component end overlap. So when our character is overlapping, we cast to BP third person character. As I told you each video, if you watched me before, you can use interfaces for better performance, but we try to simplify things, but we just use casting. So what we're gonna do here is enable inputs. So enable inputs, and here get layer controller. We're gonna do it the same, but we disable input when we create our overlapping scene. Okay, it looks good here. So what we're gonna do here is when we press the key, we wanna equip the sword. So we do here an E key, and we search here for E. So we wanna call here an event to equip our sword. So we go back to our third person character, and what we're gonna do here is add a custom event. We name it equip sword. Okay, and what we're gonna do here is add new input, but we wanna pass our sword mesh to here. So we do a set static mesh our sword here. We pass it here. So we create a new input. We name it sword static mesh. Okay, and then when we set our static mesh, go back to our PvP sword. So we need to cast first here. We'll press here other actor to object, and we call our event equip sword. And what we wanna do here is pass our sword mesh. The target we're gonna be our third person character, and then we're gonna do is destroy actor. Target's gonna be self. So we're gonna set our static mesh to sword. So our sword here gonna have the static mesh, and then we're gonna do an attach component to component. Component gonna be here the sword, target, the parent is gonna be our mesh, the second name gonna be the sword that we created here. So we're gonna do here snap to target, so it's don't keep the relative location and rotation and scale, so it gets this parameters. So we do snap to target here and snap to target, and again we can check this now. We get our PP sword here. Let's place it here. Let's check this out. Okay, we need to do some scale this up. So in order to our sword here to simulate physics, we go back to our PP sword, and let's go to our sword here, and we go to physics, and we do simulate, and let's give it a mass or 200. Let's go back to test here. Okay, it's simulating. So let's test this up, and we go to our sword here, and we press E. Okay, it doesn't work, don't know why. Let's create again a call here. It's working now, but let's check why it didn't work the first time. Go back to our PP sword, what's wrong here. And yes, it's here. Casting need to be with one component begin overlap because it needs to get the value when you start, because when you this node won't get your actor e even if you start overlapping. You need to end overlap so you can have a value here. So we attach it to here and let's compile and go back. Okay, indeed it's working. You can see here we have our server here. We did equip it. Hey guys, you enjoyed my video. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. I always post on Engine 5 tutorials as the one I'm showing to you now. It's a good tutorial about AI, making a basic AI and tasks. I consider you to watch it, it's good. I'm gonna post it on the left. So that's all. See you.